Once we've set up some shows, we can determine what kinds of tickets will allow patrons to see those shows. Before we do that, of course, we have to set up some ticket types. Audience First calls these Voucher Types, and if we click on the Vouchers tab, the very first time we do this, we have no voucher types that have been set up. There's 3 different kinds of vouchers that you can set up. Regular revenue vouchers are what single ticket purchasers would buy. Comps are just what they sound like. And subscriber vouchers are vouchers that are part of a package that you could sell as a subscription or a bundle. For example, one voucher to each of several different shows, or a flex pack that lets you use all of your vouchers in the same show. There's 3 different videos that cover how to set up each type of voucher. In this video, we'll look at how to set up a regular single ticket revenue voucher. So we'll make sure that regular revenue voucher is selected, and we'll enter the name, which is what the customer will see when they're buying the ticket on the site. For example, something like general admission for adults. We enter the price of the voucher, and if we want, we can set up different fund numbers so that when purchases are made, they're automatically annotated and can be exported to programs like QuickBooks. A separate video describes how to do that. But don't worry, even if you don't assign an account code to a voucher type at the time that you create it, you can always assign one later. Availability tells who is allowed to purchase the ticket. In general, for revenue vouchers, you'll usually pick anyone may purchase. But you can also set up vouchers that can only be purchased by subscribers. For example, subscribers might be able to bring their guests at a discount. Since the guests aren't subscribers, that would be a regular revenue voucher, but it would be one that only subscribers could purchase. Box office use only is for vouchers that really must be manually issued. For example, if you're offering a courtesy comp or a ticket replacement that's outside of your normal policy. Finally, sold by external reseller is used for selling vouchers that correspond to Gold Star or Tix Bay area sales. A separate video describes how to integrate those services so that sales that go through those channels will automatically show up in Audience First. For now, we're setting up a regular revenue voucher that anyone may purchase. What season is the voucher valid during? After this season is over, any unused vouchers will simply disappear from the patron's account. So make sure you pick the correct season, or you won't be able to associate this type of voucher with any of the season's shows. Display order controls the order in which customers will see the voucher when there's multiple choices available. For example, if a subscriber is allowed to purchase tickets for their friends, that might show up later in the list. For the most part, you can usually leave this box as it is. Mail fulfillment needed means this is something that requires you to put something in an envelope to the customer. Usually, for regular revenue vouchers, you won't need to do this. But if you were selling a special event, camp subscription, or similar product, you might need to mail pieces of information to the customer as part of the fulfillment. Audience First lets you generate a report with the names of all the customers who still have to be mailed something. So that's when you would check this box. Walk-up sales allowed determines whether vouchers of this type can also be sold at front of house. For example, regular revenue vouchers usually could also be sold at front of house, but you might choose to offer a discounted ticket type that allows for an early advance purchase online only and cannot be sold at the front of house. Checking this box determines whether the customer can change or cancel the voucher on their own after they've already made their reservation. If the box is checked, even though the customer has the voucher purchased for a particular performance, they would be able to cancel that reservation and then reuse their ticket for any other performance for which you've marked this ticket as being valid. This is a matter of business policy, whichever way you decide to do it. Finally, the last box determines whether purchasing this voucher qualifies the buyer as a subscriber. For the most part, this will be set to no. The only time that you would set it up is when you were creating a bundle for subscriptions, which we'll cover later. Once we're all done, we'll create this voucher type. We could also have clicked Create and Add Another, and we could set up different price points for seniors, students, and so forth. So that's the procedure for setting up regular revenue single ticket vouchers, and in another video, we'll look at how to set up subscriber bundles and how to work with comps.